Hello, eavesdroppers. Welcome back to another pop culture tarot reading. On today's episode, we are looking into one Miss Lori Harvey, the it girl herself. Okay, so we're going to be looking into Lori Harvey. I've always wanted to read on her. She doesn't have anything going on specifically that I want to read on, but I just want to look into her energy. She is someone who has long held a position as a Nine of Pentacles energy. She's the ultimate Nine of Pentacles, this independent, very successful young woman, beautiful, vibrant, and she dates in a very healthy way. Despite what society says, she dates the way that you should date until you find the person that you are meant to be with. So Lori Harvey, we're going to be looking into her energy. Everything I say in this reading is alleged for entertainment purposes only. I have no proof, so take it with a grain of salt. This is just for fun. Let's see what we get. Let's see what's going on. I want to see what makes Miss Lori Harvey tick. Okay, I do have some more maybe salacious questions. There have been rumors that Steve Harvey actually was cheating on his wife, again, allegedly, and he actually is the father of Lori and her brother, who looks a lot like her. I could not think of his name, but there are two children that are Marjorie's children that actually look like they could be Steve's children, and that is the word on the curb. That's the rumor, okay? We don't know if it's true, and even this reading will not prove that it's true, but we will see what the cards say. Show me Lori's energy. What makes Lori tick? Let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Who is Lori Harvey? Okay, so she's showing up with a little bit of arrogance. She has a chip on her shoulder about people saying that she is not talented and she's only famous because she's her father's daughter or stepdaughter. She feels like she has a lot to prove. She hears the rumors about herself and she doesn't like when people doubt her. She is a Capricorn, so she's a natural born leader. She's someone who knows how to get to that bag. She's very career focused and oriented, money focused and oriented, and she doesn't feel like she has to hide that. Show me more. Okay, it says she's going through an ego death and optics. So she could be going through some kind of transformation regarding how she appears, okay? What is talking about her appearance or political spin, first impressions, look, visuals, public perception. Okay, so she may be about to switch something up, do something uncharacteristic. Show me more. Saying here she's actually introverted. She's more quiet, shy, quiet, reserved than we think. She's conservative. She's reclusive, introspective. She's a loner. She's private and she's self-contained. Now that could be the change she's about to make to her public persona. Maybe not oversharing as much, maybe even when it comes to relationships. Okay, it says here there's something going on the atomic level. And whatever this change is, this is infinite. This is not going to change back. She's saying that people only see her on the microscopic level. She wants to do something to show who she is, I don't know, through a broader lens. She said, people have me all wrong. Show me more. Okay, so she has fear and we have system. So she has a fear of being locked into a method, a routine, a technique. She doesn't like that people have typecast her. Show me more. She's about to do something different. Okay, we have tricked and we have honest. So again, I feel like she's on a mission here to show people who she is. She's saying, the version of myself that you all believe is not who I really am. I want you to see who I truly am. Okay, show me more. Okay, we have insidious and we have sighting. Okay, so I do strongly believe it says she's working, she's focused on money, and there's something that she's finalizing. We have access. So she's saying, I have access, and an encounter. There's going to be something there's a big story that may come out about her soon. She has spiritual gifts. She wants us to know that she has spiritual gifts, and she's generous. She has contractual obligations here. Okay, so some kind of big contract could be coming out. Yeah, so she's saying that she's real. She's a real person, and she wants to be regarded as a real person. She wants us to watch and learn. She said this is a teachable moment. Be observant, be open-minded. She's also saying that she is a forever student. She's always learning. She could be an avid reader. We have glory and praise, and we have strength. And we have insensitive. So she has thick skin. She practices tough love. This is why she has that feminine wild of the strength card. She has divine feminine energy. She has dark divine feminine energy. And she's unapologetic about that. Okay, so let's see here. When it comes to her relationships theory, show me why she's chosen to date the way she's chosen to date. Is she a femme fatale? I think just a little bit. She's a little more polished than your average femme fatale. But let's see. We have monitoring. It says she watches, she observes, she oversees and surveils. She is someone who supervises. She has a checks and balances system when it comes to the men that she deals with. Okay. We have captivity. So she doesn't like to feel enslaved by love. She doesn't want to be held back or controlled. So she wants to move freely. Okay. Show me more. So when she sees any sign that somebody's trying to control her, she moves away. Okay. She's also pointing out that she knows she has power over men. She has secrets. She may be into esoteric knowledge. She may be someone that does spiritual work. It does say she has spiritual gifts here. She does everything. She feels like men are only there to serve a purpose for her. It's giving me the story about Pandora's box, how Pandora was a species of women who had that kind of control over men. She has like this nymph-like energy to herself. It's very powerful. So she plans her escape. She's someone who gives people a specific time line to be in her life. And she knows that they never get over her, and she loves that. Okay, betrayal is showing up here and more questions. So she's also saying here that she has been betrayed and we don't know this. She's saying that these men have sometimes been unfaithful to her and she's not holding on to anybody that doesn't want to be kept. Okay? She is saying that she is someone who makes them rise to the occasion for her. They have to work hard for her. She's showing up as formidable, and her environment, she makes it a competitive environment. She knows that she's the prize. She walks with authority. She knows she's beautiful. She knows that she's valuable. She knows her worth. It says she's multifaceted. And we have fusion here. She has gifts and talents that we don't know about. She may be about to expose us to something that we have never seen before. And she's saying that a lot of people talk crap about her. We have detractors. But she doesn't care about that. She said they find fault with everything that she does. They're naysayers. They disparage her. They denigrate her. They critique her. And they're skeptical. Okay. But she's saying that she's in her lane. She's unbothered. She hears everything said about her. But she allows her own subconscious beliefs to rule. And she says she's atypical and unusual. She's not like your average girl. Okay, let's get these cards up and move on to another deck. I've always wanted to know if she missed Michael B. Jordan. Because I think Michael B. Jordan was unfaithful to her. This was what was speculated, that he went back to an ex that he was never really over. And, you know, I actually feel like she was hurt by that. I saw an interview she did with Tiana Taylor, and she did mention, you know, make sure your man is over his ex before you get serious about him. I think that was the one that kind of caught her slipping just a little bit. But, you know, she still had the grace, the filter grace to not bash him. And she had the grace to just move on quietly. Okay, she's mastered that. Okay, let's see. When it comes to Michael B. Jordan, show me your energy. Let's see past tense. Were you really in love with him? Okay. Yes, she was. She saw him as the Ten of Cups. She saw him as her happily ever after, her happy ending. She saw a favorable outcome. She saw marriage, having children. She saw all of that with him. But she said there were other people who were negative Nancys. They were bitter. They were miserable. It says here they hate to see others enjoying themselves, having fun or being happy. So she said other people came between them. That could have been pressure going on behind the scenes in their relationship due to naysayers. Okay, let's see. How do you feel about him now? Let's see. How did you feel about him at the time of the breakup? What did the breakup do to you? She said it was a plot twist. She did not see it coming. She said it was sudden, unexpected, and the change that shocked her was the element of surprise, and she had to recalibrate following that abrupt ending. So, wow. The tower. She had a tower moment. And she says, trick question here. This is a riddle, a puzzle, stump, misleading, no easy answers, mind games, and gaslighting. She could feel like he was gaslighting her. He is an Aquarius. Air sign men can sometimes be gaslighters. Not all, but some. And so she's saying here that she caught him. There was a plot twist. She caught him in a lie. Okay, so how did you feel emotionally when you two broke up? She felt like she had to be independent and isolated, self-sufficient, and set herself apart. She had to stand alone. And she also saw him as the Seven of Swords. Moon in Aquarius, which is obviously he's an Aquarius. She felt like he was wearing many faces. She was under some smoke and mirrors. He was a shapeshifter. She could have even felt moody, or she felt betrayed. She felt like he was conning her, swindling her. She felt backstabbed and like he was wearing a mask and he was untrustworthy. Okay, so when it comes to him now, like, do you have regret about breaking up with him? Do you wish that you had stayed with him? Do you feel like he was your person and you are still maybe emotionally, there are some residuals? Okay, she says a deep, a deep emotional connection, the lovers, Gemini energy. Okay, it says she was aiming to create a significant, intimate relationship, seeking alignment and true partnership. She saw him as her kingdom spouse. She still kind of does. A soulmate, a twin flame, cosmic plus one, a kindred spirit, marriage, a vibrational match made in heaven, and the one God made just for you. I strongly feel like he's the one that really got to her. Okay, and that kind of explains it. So usually the lovers is going to be the only one. Okay, so I feel Lori will never love like she loved him. I believe she was truly in love with him. Let's see. All right. And then we have a can-do attitude. And this is the magician, Gemini, and Virgo energy. So she still has inner monologue and thoughts about him. But she has a mind over matter attitude about it. She feels like he was a smooth talker. She feels like, he had this really powerful energy. I do know that Michael B. Jordan is an occultist. He is someone that is into African spirituality, and she's showing me that here she sees him as maybe even a wizard or a warlock, depending on how you look at it. She feels like he does the magic on her, and she's not completely over him. Yeah, we have restoration here and constant contact. Now, I don't know if they're still talking to each other, but it says an onslaught of messages or phone calls. Showered with attention, blowing up your phone, being consistent, showing interest in hot pursuit. She could also just be pointing out that this is what the relationship was. They fell in love quickly with the magician and the lovers here. She felt like he was the one. Okay, so when it comes to what's his name, y'all? Idris? Damson? I don't know how you pronounce his name. She's been on again, off again with him. I think they've broken up again, but let's see what her energy is towards him. It never felt like she had a lot of chemistry with him, but let's see. I think Michael was the one. She's shown up as a wanderer, the Two of Wands. Okay, so it says here that this is a lack of direction. Aimless travel in search of the soul or the self. A desire to pick up and move or travel on a whim and making long-term plans. I feel like there was some level of potential here, but I feel like she was just kind of going through the motions with him. Show me more. Mars and Aries. Okay, so we have the Chariot again. It kind of feels like this was her way to move on. Having fun, just not really putting a lot of thought into it. Maybe physical attraction, maybe sexual chemistry. The Chariot can sometimes be that energy of just like wanting to be here today, gone tomorrow. I don't really think she had long-term plans. I think she was just kind of winging it. Cancer energy. I'm not sure his sign, but Cancer is her sister sign. Okay, so that's something about a 7-year cycle between the two of them. She felt tempted by him, but it says that the novelty was wearing off really quickly with him. And there was infidelity or temptation, maybe on both people's parts, or his, I'm not sure, or hers. Okay, so she feels like she just kind of was going through the motions here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. She said they met in a kind of, like a lucky twist of fate way. It was just like, all right, well, I met someone and we were in the right place at the right time. And, okay, why not? It's kind of like, why not? I'll take a gamble. I'll take a risk. Okay, show me more. Okay, so she's also saying there were people that were coming after this relationship as well. And she was very slow with him. I believe that Damson is a Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is a Virgo, and we have Virgo energy here. So she's saying there was a lot of jealousy, insecurity, or pride, or maybe she had to humble him or he was trying to humble her. He was masculine in a different way than Michael B. Jordan was masculine. The way she sees Damson, Idris, whatever his name is, she sees him as more of a controlling one. I do know that he is from the islands or something. He's not from America, and the toxic trope that follows those men sometimes, that's here with him. She didn't like that. Again, she doesn't want to be controlled. It came out in her card. She doesn't like that. That makes her run for the hills. Michael wasn't micromanaging her like that. He was allowing her to rest in her divine feminine energy. They were supposed to be like Black Hollywood elite. They were supposed to be like that power couple, that real sophisticated, classy, polished couple. And I think they looked really good together, and I think it made a lot of sense. And I really strongly believe he's the one that, in her mind, got away. You know, it feels unfortunate, but she's like, he grew on me. She was letting Damson grow on her. She didn't really feel a strong desire to be with him. It's probably why they broke up and got back together. So why did you get back with him? She said business. Whoa. Someone advised her to patch things up. It says patching things up and business. Okay, we have the two-headed monster, a united front, a dynamic duo in the buddy system, and allyship, the two of cups. You know, I would not be surprised if these two were just doing this for the public eye. Yeah, so this feels like some kind of business arrangement or publicity stunt. Show me two more. Says it was taking a toll on her, and we have a custody battle. And I feel like that's what control. So she felt like it was stressful. She felt like he was dead weight. Pressure was mounting in a relationship, and she didn't like it. Now, it could also be that one or both of them was too busy to see each other. Yeah, she said they have associations, a connection, a relationship, a partnership of any kind. And then we have the angel number 6655, the beginning of personal and spiritual rebirth, deep transformation, particularly in relationships and career. So her relationship with this man was also related to her career. She's also pointing out the tabloids, the gossip, the social media, and she also felt like he wasn't her cup of tea. You had the Four of Wands reversed. Her intuition was telling her not to go with him. Okay, so the Four of Wands reverse talks about somebody that may oh, I'm sorry. No, it's actually feeling welcome. Okay, so she felt supported by him. She felt some sense of belonging with him. Could have been people in her ear telling her he was a good catch. Okay, well, this could be good for her. But her intuition was telling her something else. It says that her intuition was telling her something subconsciously and she could not ignore it. This is intuitive nudges and divine downloads that could have happened in her sleep. And we have financial endowment. So something about money is significant here. Seven of Pentacles, energy, Saturn and Taurus, which does talk about friendship, business relationships, and maybe growing into more of a an emotional thing. I also feel like she did this to kind of get over Michael, and it didn't work. Wow. Okay, so Lori, what do you have coming up next? Let's get some tarot here. What's coming up next for the It Girl? The ultimate Nine of Pentacles. What's coming in next for her is the Sun. Okay, now the Sun is a very good outcome. It's a desirable outcome. That could be love. That could be pregnancy. That could be successful ventures in business. Also, this could be traveling, just soaking up some sun. This could be really big news coming in for her, something she's manifesting. She may be ready to settle down. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. There'll be some controversy that comes out, but she still survives it. And we have the Knight of Cups. So she has another lover coming towards her, possibly a Pisces person or a water sign person. Her ideal partnership is coming in. Okay, show me more. And this may be something that lasts at least for a good 4 years. Could even be another Capricorn person. What's coming in for Lori? We have the Ten of Cups. Her happily ever after is coming in. She may be getting engaged or married. That could be the big news that'll come out about her. I feel like over the next 4 years, pregnancy, marriage, she's going to be settling down. Yeah, we have the World card. She could even maybe move or start dominating. The World card can talk about world domination. She may be about to do something really major, and that is Capricorn energy. She's a Capricorn. She's completing a cycle here. I feel like the Five of Swords is her leaving behind relationships that are not going anywhere. But there could be some rumors, some gossip about her, and it could even be about pregnancy or an engagement. I see her starting a family and leveling up. Yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I was feeling that Four of Pentacles, which is why I said the next 4 years. Something is coming in for her, long-term stability and success. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Empress. So again, I'm saying marriage and pregnancy. We have the Star. So she's going to be doing something big in the public eye. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is what this reading is all about. She is the ultimate Nine of Pentacles. But she's going through a major transformation. Okay, so let's see. When it comes to the rumors that Steve Harvey is your biological father, is that true? We have no, the Five of Cups. We have maybe the Ten of Wands. We have the Two of Swords and we have the Seven of Wands. I feel like you have a maybe, and a no. I feel like no. I feel like that was maybe a possibility. Could have been some overlapping with the Two of Swords. Could have been some confusion about it. But I feel like ultimately the answer is no. And the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. He's just the father that stepped up. That's all. And then the Knight of Swords. No, this is gossip. People gossiping. I feel like that could have been a paternity test. We have the Judgment card here. And that is a yes, Scorpio energy, but I feel like the answer is no. I feel like it's no. Okay. So, Lori, when it comes to the way that you date, what is the science behind that? I encourage other women to date this way. This is not about sleeping with everybody. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles is here. The Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. She dates men who can provide for her. And it doesn't mean she can't provide for herself. The Queen of Pentacles is self-sufficient and financially stable, but watch as she dates someone who's broke. And the Chariot is here again. So her dating history has a lot to do with the Chariot, which is the ability to move on. It can talk about conquest energy. It can talk about being in control. She just kind of follows the clear path. She knows her value, her worth, her purpose. She doesn't tolerate people mistreating her. I love that. I love that. And I wish more young women, especially Black young women, would date that way. Be in control. She likes to be in control. She drives the ship. She steers the ship. She drives the car. Okay. Lord, give me a little bit more about your dating pattern. We have the Six of Pentacles. She believes in equal give and take and reciprocity and generosity. We have the Emperor. She's looking for her divine masculine. She likes alpha men. Like I said before, she likes an alpha man, though, that's very in control of his emotions. Not only gives to her, provides for her, protects her. She likes the kind of man who knows how to let her be in charge of her own life as well, because she has Emperor energy as well. Lori is ready for marriage and children. She's ready to find the one. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. So she doesn't mind kissing a few frogs to get her Emperor. Seven of Cups is about keeping options open. She says, I'm not married. That means I'm single. And I date how I choose to date. I always have options. She says here she has multiple choices. Sometimes she feels like she can't decide. Sometimes she may even fall in love quickly, but she still knows how to control it with this Emperor energy. And she knows how to walk away if need be. She doesn't go into relationships trusting men blindly. She's very level-headed. She's a Capricorn woman. Come on now. All right, so we have the Hermit card here. I do feel like she's single right now. Virgo energy, we have the Two of Swords. She may be trying to make a decision between people and may just be choosing to. She also feels like she wants to keep her relationships private moving forward. I mean, her brand is kind of about like giving you glimpses into her personal life, but I feel like she may even possibly, if she is talking to someone, maybe she's just keeping it quiet right now. I kind of feel like she's single right now. Hold on. What else? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. So when it comes to her dating track record, she does not like stress. She does not like anyone who puts burdens and blame on her and tries to restrict her. She needs freedom. She needs freedom. And she needs someone that can also come into her life to make it lighter, not heavier. She turns down more action than she gets. She's the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, and the Five of Swords. She knows that she's a high-value woman. She sees herself as divine feminine. We have the Emperor. We have the Empress. I do feel like Lori is like, may the best man win. Whoever is meant for me will earn me. She feels like she can be petty. She can play mind games. She understands the male psyche. She was taught very well by her mother, the Empress. The Six of Swords and the Lovers. Again, she is ready for her person, though. Yeah, because she's showing up with the Nine of Wands, which means she's one step away from a successful relationship. Her partner is coming in. Her partner is definitely coming in. She wants a helpmeet. She wants somebody that is going to be a true partner, though. She's not looking to kiss any more frogs. She's ready for the one. Okay. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So she always maintains control. She has the intellectual power over her relationships. And again, that King of Cups speaks to what I said about Michael B. Jordan. She likes a man who knows how to let her rest in her divine feminine energy. She likes non-toxic masculinity. That's her idea of an alpha male. There could be a water sign male coming towards her very strongly. Scorpio or Pisces in particular, but could also be Cancer. Okay, that is all I have for today. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next episode.